Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Please let me know if the sound is okay. I'm waiting for a second to see if the sound is okay. And I'm just hoping we're okay. Put thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me okay. We're all good. We're still dealing with some sound issues here. It's always fun. But sorry, tech issues are super fun. It's good when things go well. Hello, everyone. Welcome so much to the stream. Happy Monday. I am ItsKim. If you've never been here before, hi. I'm ItsKim. This is my channel. This is where I hang out and I talk about stuff that I care about and things about pop culture and mental health. And I also love Britney Spears and pop music and all the type of stuff. So we talk about many different things. We usually have a main topic at the beginning, then we have a halftime where we just kind of chill. I interact with my community, who I lovingly call my space angels. They are amazing and I love them. If you're interested in becoming a space angel, make sure you allow gifts because we tend to have some gift giving around here for memberships, but also it just, gives you extra content, more of me if that's what you want. And then after we have our halftime, we go into our section called What the What, where we look at something from around the internet that's funny, interesting, crazy, and just enjoy that together. So even if you're not super into the main topic, there is always something here for you. And I'm so happy to see you here. I can see many things happening on the side. I did want to start off right away and just say a huge thank you to Jean Rick, Heather, and also to General Scott. Thank you very much for the PayPal tips that you have sent me prior to the stream beginning. I very much appreciate it. It's amazing. And it goes right up into a fund that helps me manage the financial stuff with this channel, like subscriptions and things like that I have to pay for. So I very much appreciate you guys doing that for me. Sorry, I'm seeing you guys are already at it. Aria has been a member for 14 months. Welcome back. Hope you're feeling better. I'll get to that in a minute. But thank you very much. Benjamin has been a member for 2 months. Hi, everyone. Hi, Ben. Hi, Benjamin. Thank you. Katie Artist 94 sent in a super sticker, and I am going to do my best to go and take a look at that. And it is the hippo dancing. We love the hippos here. We do. Thank you very much to the Chaos Druid, who has been a member for 3 months. Good evening. Hope you feeling better. Thank you. General Scott came in here and gifted 5 memberships to start us right off, which is excellent. Thank you so much, General Scott, again for your unwavering support on this channel. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And your joke was also hilarious. Thank you. Uh, Marianne just said, "You're not dead. Congratulations." I know, right? Yay! Yay! Brandon Torres has been a member for 7 months. Happy Monday, Kim and fellow Space Angels. Thank you. Michael Nothing, hello, my friend. Thank you. And you know what for. Thank you very much. And for your hearts in the chat. Thank you. And also Lita, member for 10 months. And love to our Space Angels and our Angels on Earth, Kim, plus producer sister. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. And then also Cheryl has been a member for 13 months. Love all your live streams. You ladies rock. Thank you very much. We're so glad you guys choose us and pick us. It's crazy. And I so appreciate that. All right. So I do want to, I just saw and Tarana just sent in a super sticker. Thank you very much. And it's the hippo dancing again. We love the dancing hippos. Dancing hippos are great. Thank you. I'm gonna keep it 100 here with you guys. I am not 100%. I'm doing my best. It's been a bit of a rough week, and as my husband and I like to joke based on a few memes that we've seen in an insane turn of events, my disability has disabled me. Like it's almost like it's something that disables you from being able to live your life the way you want to. It's crazy. It's crazy. And we're working through it. And I think it's also important. I try to be open about it when I'm struggling, because I think a lot of people struggle, and they struggle in silence. They struggle thinking that nobody else is struggling and everybody else is fine, and then we all just live in a world where everyone's telling each other they're fine, and then if you're not fine, there's something wrong with you. So, you should be fine. And I just don't think that that's very helpful to anybody. So definitely can say that My depression has been horrible the past week, and we are working through it. We're working through it, and we're just going to take it one day at a time. And I'm going to do my best to give you guys the best show that I can um, with what I've got to give today. And that's what we're going to try to do. So I hope that that makes sense. And if I'm a bit off, that's what's going on. But my love to you. And I am so happy to be here. I missed you guys so much. And I can't believe how many of you guys are already here. It just means the world to me. Thank you. I also did just see another super sticker came in, and it's the pair. Mwah! Thank you very much, Maria 24T. That is incredible. Thank you so much for sharing or for giving. Again, this is one of the things I trip over my words a lot too when I'm really tired and I'm struggling. So I'm sorry. Like I use the wrong words and I do my best to put the right ones the way that they should be. So yeah. Yeah, Denise, that meme, right? But is it not the most like accurate meme for us spoonies that we've ever heard? It's painful. It's painful. Uh um Oh, Ray has been a member for 6 months. Your shows are always great, Kim. You rock. Thank you very much. Yeah, words are hard. Words are hard, Carbonized. They are. By any chance, are you a fan of Evan and Caitlin? Because that's one of the things that they say all the time is words are hard. My fella and I love watching their videos. They're fun. But yes, Spoonies unite. We know what it's like. And part of why I love this community is because it's supposed to be a place where we can all just kind of come as we are. And if you're a mess, you're a mess. And if you're not, you're not. And you're valid either way, you know? And we're going to do what we're going to do. So, speaking of, I actually have a little bit of a I have two topics I want to talk about today. One of them is in the thumbnail, one of them is not. So, let me get my camera, let my shots the way they should be. There we go. Okay. So, I am going to lovingly ignore the chat for a few minutes just so I can focus on the topic because as you can imagine, my 84K is in high drive right now. So, here we go. I saw this story and I had feelings about it. And we're going to talk about it. And it's that OK Magazine has written a whole article about how Jessica Biel is triggered. So we're going to talk about that. And then after we talk about that, I actually have an update that I wanted to tell you guys regarding Britney's conservatorship battle that's ongoing in court, the Justice for Britney movement. I wanted to talk about this last week, but I was unwell and I couldn't. And I am not seeing enough people talk about this. And I really, really want to explain it to you because I think it's super important. So here we go on that one. So my disclaimers again, this stream will include speculation and opinion and should not be taken as fact. Always do your own research. Links to the sources are in the description. I have a doc that I always update. So if you're wondering where I get this information, you are welcome to go check that out yourself, as well as giving credit where credit is due to other creators, as well as, the news organizations and things of that nature. And again, my opinion is my opinion. This is my show and I share it. And, look into it for yourself. If you got questions, it's totally fine. Also, hi, YouTube human reviewer. Nothing explicit is going to be shown. I go to great lengths to make sure that the things that I show on this show are appropriate for the community guidelines of YouTube. I want to respect this platform as I like being on it. So please know that nothing explicit is going to be shown. Words that you don't like are censored, and I'm going to do my best to keep it appropriate. And also, viewers, and I think this one's especially important because I know we all don't like Justin Timberlake. I don't think that is a crazy concept for me to say to this chat, to this community. I don't think we are all super big fans of Timberlake. Foshiz. No. And I think it's fine to have opinions, and I think it's fine to be silly and all those types of things. But please do not send hate, especially especially to Jessica too. So here we go. Let's get into this. So, OK News is reporting that Britney Spears' book Revelations brought up Jessica Biel's trust issues with her husband, Justin Timberlake. Are Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake still going strong, or is there trouble in paradise? Britney, with the bombshell memoir The Woman in Me, reportedly caused some tension between the NSYNC frontman and his wife as the toxic singer exposed shocking secrets about her relationship with Timberlake during the early 2000s. Britney's book, Revelations, brought up more of Jessica's trust issues. A source recently revealed to the news publication of Britney Spears' memoir, which accused Timberlake of cheating on the Princess of Pop and convincing her to end a pregnancy. While the couple displayed a united front at the Trolls Band Together premiere in November 2023, I missed a bit. Sorry about that. That's on me. There we go. Mistake number 1. But basically, they've been a united front. The truth is that Jessica is tired of trying to get past things with Justin, the source alleged, noting that it's a wait and see situation in terms of whether they can make their marriage last. Nobody wants a divorce. The confidant confirmed Justin and Jessica have 2 great kids and they'd love to make it work. It may just be too late. Biel and Timberlake tied the knot in 2012 before welcoming 2 sons, Silas and Phineas. All that type of stuff, that they were linked together. They broke up, they reconciled, they got married again. They got married and they've been together since. Despite rumored tension, Biel and Timberlake still seem to be going strong. In December of 2023, Biel supported her husband during his Las Vegas concert and even received a shout out from the Can't Stop the Feeling singer after the show via Instagram, though his account has been completely wiped clean. So basically at this point, Justin's Instagram, for those of you that don't know, is completely empty from what I've come to understand. And some people are wondering, is that because he's prepping for new music? Or is it because he's trying to erase things and start a new image and, not expose himself to any more drama, essentially, and shut that down? Maybe he was getting comments. I don't know. There's a lot of questions. It's unclear why Timberlake deleted all of his photos earlier this week. However, he has been facing backlash due to the bombshells of Britney's memoir. And this then just goes into what Britney said in the book, specifically that as far as ending the pregnancy, she said, if it had been left up to me alone, I never would have done it. And yet Justin was so sure he didn't want to be a father. So that's kind of, that line is the big thing here that I think a lot of people have had opinions about. I also want to clarify, because I'm realizing it's not in the article, but it was in the headline of the link that I clicked on that used the triggered word. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, because it did make me feel, it triggered me. It upset me. It upset me. And it looks like they may have actually changed it, because I'm looking at it now and it's different than the screen caps that I had on my phone earlier. So that's interesting. But we're still going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. One thing I will say, and I think this actually, I have to pick my words carefully. This article, in essence, bothers me. First of all, because there was the use of triggered. I will see if I can find a link back on, I don't know if Wayback Machine's working right now because of Internet Archive, but I will find something. I'll put it in the sources so you can see it. But I don't like that they use the word triggered. And I also don't like when I see articles specifically about women having feelings about things that I think they have every right to have feelings about, if that makes sense. And I really don't understand why in 2024 we're still doing this. I really don't, because the reality is that women can never react the way that people want them to. And I think in a lot of ways that this article is ridiculous. Jessica has every right to be upset about everything that's happened over these past couple of months with this memoir. Some reports were actually suggesting at the time that Jessica and Justin's whole family didn't know anything about the pregnancy. And quite possibly, I could see this whole thing being really traumatizing to her. And I understand how ridiculous that sounds, but think about it for a second with me. Let's assume that those reports are right. Jessica woke up one day like the rest of us, saw the headlines about her husband, and was confronted with the reality that she never expected. Her husband, who has allegedly cheated on her previously, had kept a massive secret from her for years. And at the same time, the whole world focused their rage and anger at her husband for being a misogynistic opportunist who pressured his girlfriend into one of the most traumatic experiences of her life. And that's the man that Jessica has made a vow to, till death that they part. And more so than that, she has 2 kids herself that now they're gonna have to explain this to one day. And whatever move Jessica makes at this point, she can't win. She's gonna be analyzed, she's going to be criticized, and it's really, really awful. It's really awful. And the bottom line of it all is that none of this was her fault or in her control, which is why I really do not like this dialogue that I am seeing of focusing on Jessica for something that Justin did. If you guys see what I'm saying here, that there's that like that back and forth, I don't like it. Um, I don't want to see the dialogue of this story become Britney versus Jessica when the reality is we should be focusing on Justin. I don't think we needed a whole article to explain to us that Jessica is struggling with her marriage, if that's even true. I don't understand why these sources speak out like to people with this. Not people, but I mean to like OK Magazine or the press. Like, what kind of a friend actually does this to their friends? It's kind of gross. I don't like it. But the other thing I did want to mention when we talk about Jessica and this whole situation, in Britney's book, she disclosed that Justin cheated on her multiple times. She did not get into who he cheated on her with, and that was deliberate. And I believe in the book she said something to the effect of that the person had their own life and they had kids, and she didn't want to bring them into it. I don't see how that would be different with Jessica. I don't think Britney's intention with putting out this memoir was to hurt anyone, and she actually made a statement on Instagram, following that as well, that it's not right. It's not she didn't want to hurt anyone, she just wanted to tell her story and let the truth come out the way that it needed to. It was never supposed to hurt anyone in particular, and I don't think she wants this to hurt Jessica. So that's just my point with that, and because I don't think that that's her motivation, I really don't like this reporting. Um, and I don't think that it's really up to a magazine to decide whether or not Jessica is handling this the way that she should be, or if she's really emotional, or however else they want to word it, or change their wording, or whatever. Because I'm serious, like I did not pick that thumbnail for no reason. I saw that word being used and I did not like it, and I had a whole spiel about that I wanted to talk about, which is why I'm a bit shaken right now, and I'm not gonna get into it if they've changed it because they've obviously seen why that wasn't okay. Because the problem with using that word or any of those types of things is it invalidates people that really do struggle with those types of things. And it also is her private business. And I just think it's gross. I just think it's gross. I'm not happy with OK Magazine about this article at all, at all. And I really just wanted to mention that and make it clear here because we have talked about Jessica Biel before. And we had a whole stream where we talked about a tweet that she put out that some people interpreted as shade at Britney. And the question for the stream was, is she a mean girl? And it was basically the end of it was, we don't know because we don't have all the context. But I don't think Jessica could say anything right now without it being taken the wrong way, without it becoming front page news, and that's not what she wants to do, and I understand her keeping quiet. Quite bluntly, I don't think she could have handled this any better in the media. Like, I think there definitely would have been some people that would have taken this story and would have instantly been like, I'm going on TikTok live, or I'm going to write a whole Twitter thread about this, or I'm going to do an interview and I'm going to, set the record straight and give my narrative and everything else and throw Britney under the bus and yada, yada. And Jessica hasn't done that at all. It's all been sources from around the family that are all just talking. So I'm not here for the cat fight. I don't like it. I don't think you guys like it. It's not cool, and I don't like it. I guess my best wishes to Jessica, as always, and the family. I hope they get the privacy they need to be able to deal with this, the same as I hope Britney gets the privacy that she deserves to have, and that people can heal and move forward. So there's that. There is that. Hope that makes sense, everybody. All right. This is the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. This is conservatorship stuff. It's going to be a little bit strange for a minute, but stay with me. What is on your screen right now is an official document to the state of California, County of Los Angeles, regarding Britney's conservatorship. And it is a ruling, which means the judge has made a decision in regards to the conservatorship of the person and the estate of Britney Jean Spears. So this is the message here. This is what's important. The court, having deferred its ruling on the recommendations made by Judge Roy Paul as to the documents described in the privilege logs. Now, I don't know 100% what that means, but basically it's been referred to multiple times through things that have been referenced through the court. So we've got like multiple times this has been talked about: 403, 404, 405, 406, 407, 408, pending review of an audio file. Now, so the court now adopts the recommendations set forth in the report and recommendations regarding the privilege logs, but orders the audio file itself be produced. So basically what the judge is saying here is, I have agreed to the recommendation that another judge has given that we need this audio file. Now, do we know what this audio file is? No, I don't think we really do. But I think we got a pretty good idea. Do you guys remember this? Ooh. The surveillance apparatus that surrounded Britney Spears. This was a whole in-depth thing that the New York Times did. It was a part of their follow-up documentary to Framing Britney Spears. And it was based on an account by a former employee of the security team hired by Britney's father. Created the most detailed portrait yet of a singer's life under the 13 years of the conservatorship. And the article states that Britney Spears' father and the security firm he hired to protect her ran an intense surveillance apparatus that monitored her communications and secretly captured audio recordings from her bedroom, including her interactions and conversations with her boyfriend and children, according to a former employee at the security firm. Recording conversations in a private place and mirroring text messages without the consent of both parties can be a violation of the law. It is unclear if the court overseeing Britney's conservatorship was aware or had approved surveillance. Britney's lawyer, Rosengart, said in a statement, any unauthorized intercepting or monitoring of Britney's communications, especially attorney-client communications, which are I don't know how to say that word, but I looked it up. It means sacred, part of the legal system, would represent a shameful violation of her privacy rights and a striking example of the deprivation of her civil liberties. Placing a listening device in Britney's bedroom would be particularly inexcusable and disgraceful, and corroborates so much of her compelling, poignant testimony, Rosengart said. These actions must be fully and aggressively investigated. So, what all does that mean? Well, it means that fans are speculating at this point that the audio files we're talking about, or audio file itself, has something to do with this. Because in that article, it goes on to say that through this investigation, they found a drive. And on that drive, they had 180 hours of surveillance of Britney. 180 hours of Britney in her bedroom, which is just disgusting to begin with. But this has led fans to speculate that perhaps with the upcoming trial date in May, because we are moving towards a trial date, that this case could turn out to be criminal. At the same time, there's also been another another point of interest that I think is worth talking about. It's been reported that Lou Taylor, Robin Greenhill, and a third representative from TriStar Entertainment have been ordered to sit for a deposition by the end of this month. It looks like it's going to be January 29th and 30th. But I have not seen official documents disclosing this. However, it has been reported by Melanie Veronica from Bubblegum Bite on YouTube. I have her links in my source doc. She has been present at many of these hearings, and her reporting has always been very thorough and very accurate. So I believe it coming from her essentially. And you're welcome to check out. She did a whole video talking about it on her channel, and she talks about it on Instagram quite often. So at this point, it seems like the court case is really starting to rev up. And it's going to be interesting to see where this goes because I have the feeling that this has been Rosengard's plan all along. Figure out how to launch a criminal investigation and let the chips fall where they may. And my bet is one thing will likely lead to another. It's going to be interesting, but we will see. So I will do my best to keep you guys posted. I know there's a lot of news that pops up about the conservatorship in court, but I felt like these were both important things for people to know that things are moving forward. And I'm very happy to see it. And I hope that that makes sense. Yes, I just saw, yeah, the house of cards are falling. Yeah, absolutely. So I am hoping that maybe 2024 is the year that we actually start to see action being taken when it comes to what happened to Britney. And it's really unfortunate that it's taken this long, and it still is going to be a long wait. This is going to probably move like a turtle, and it's upsetting. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But I'm excited to see where we go from here. So those are my main topics. I'm going to take a look here quickly. This is bothering me now because I put this all together. Like I partially put it together last night and I saw that they used that word, that the triggered word, and now I feel silly. So I'm sorry. Anyway, I think it's ridiculous to be criticizing Jessica over this at all because I don't think she's done anything worth criticizing over, but that's my opinion. Well, we are officially in our halftime. Hello, everybody. I'm going to lovingly encourage each of you to please hit that like button. Please make sure you are subscribed, all that good stuff. And we will just kind of have our chill time here for a few minutes and then we'll move into the what the wet because I don't know if I can do as long of a stream today as I'm used to just because I'm not feeling well. So we're going to do the best we can. Let me take a look here. Let me check chat here. Alrighty. I can't remember if Ray, I thanked you for 6 months. Thank you very much for being a member for 6 months. Your shows are always great, Kim. You rock. Thank you very, very much. So, woot woot. I have to ask you guys how everybody's doing because I feel like it's been a while since we've talked at all. Really, because it's been a while. And I miss you guys, and you guys always make me laugh. So I'm here for this. Emily just said, here's why I'm upset. For Christmas, my sister got Britney's book, and even though she doesn't follow her and asked for it, so I'm kind of bitter. And I asked for it, so I'm kind of bitter. So you didn't get it, but your sister did. That's weird. Maybe she'll let you borrow it? Maybe? I hope. Lazy break? That's not a bad idea, Rando. That's not a bad idea. I could probably do something like that. General Scott, something about Justin and Jessica is so high school to me. Like, OMG, they're fighting. Are they still gonna go to prom? I totally get it. Totally get you. It feels so juvenile at points. Like, I have to say too, I've been getting super annoyed with some of the coverage that's been going on with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And I want to be clear that I'm not mad at Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce because I feel like they're just trying to live their life a lot of the time. And then like the Daily Mail put out this article yesterday I looked at and I debated on covering it, but I'm like, no, because it just was so ridiculous. It's massive, massive article just talking about how they had an argument, everyone. Guys, they had a fight. Can you imagine if every time you had a fight with the person that you were dating or married to or whatever, and there was a news article about it? Like, it's just the most absolutely ridiculous thing, and it's just so dumb. It's so dumb. Yeah, Katie. Yeah, thank you, Katie. I just can't. Like, I can't handle it. It's so stupid. And that, and also the whole everybody freaking out about Taylor the other night at the was it the Emmys? No, it wasn't the Emmys. It was Golden Globes. Golden Globes. And how the horrible host person, I mean, he's probably not horrible, but just it wasn't a good gig for him. I'll just put it that way. Um, made the joke about Taylor, and they flashed the camera to her, and literally all she did was drink her champagne. And everybody made it in this whole thing that she was like everything else. And I'm like, heaven's sakes.
She doesn't choose how often the NFL puts her on screen.
Yeah, she doesn't choose how often the NFL puts her on screen. If she never showed up to her boyfriend's games, people would judge her for that 100%. And she's in a no-win situation at that point. And also, I'm sorry, but did anybody else remember the Oscars? Will Smith not liking a joke? Girl took a sip of champagne. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. So dumb. Beginning to feel like the new Leave Britney Alone is Leave Taylor Alone. It's just getting ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Heather. Hello, everyone. Hi, Heather. Thank you. I don't know if you were here earlier. Thank you so much for the PayPal that you sent me. And thank you for being a member for 14 months. It means the world to me. Thank you so, so much. Oh gosh, Katie R74, we need garlic bread and lemon cheesecake to help us feel better. Don't we all? Don't we all? I have to tell you, every time now that we've had garlic bread, we make jokes. I was attempting to explain this to other members of my extended family when we had garlic bread over the holidays. That it's like, no, we're bringing out the garlic bread, and we're bringing out the garlic bread in spite. Because this is how we're dealing with our trauma of dear husband. Oh, Emily said correct, and she said I can read it after her, but I have the feeling she's not going to read it. Emily's sister, please read the book. It's a good book, and honestly, I got through it pretty fast, and I'm not that good of a reader. So I think you should read it. I think you should read it, and then give it to Emily because she wants to read it. Oh. Denise, the picture you shared of Jessica is so pretty. She's such a gorgeous woman. She is. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. No shade to Jessica at all. And I know that it's going to be like the popular thing probably for Britney fans to be like, F Jessica, but I'm not doing that because it's stupid. It's so stupid. Just checking. Yeah, just catching up on the chat here. Oh, Trixie, I made it for one sub, Kim. Yay! I assume that means like you don't always get to come for the streams, but I'm so happy that you're here, Trixie. Thank you so much. And yes, garlic bread for president 2024. And yes to garlic bread. Is that the secret? Is that how we unite our political differences? Garlic bread? Is that the answer? Is that the answer? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Oh, okay. Just catching up. All right, good. Do you guys want to see Lacey? Should we see Lacey? Lacey? Can I pick you up? Say hi to everybody? Yep, good girl. Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay. Everybody say hi, Lacey. I felt so bad for her the other night. I don't know. I know a lot of us have been having like weather events where we live, especially in North America.
It's freaking freezing.
It's cold. It is so cold, and I'm not happy about it. I don't like it. And the other night we had a lot of wind, and she had a night where she couldn't settle because it was so loud, and she was scared. But I think she's doing a lot better now. And now she's just kind of unbothered by all of it. As you could tell, she is very over it. And she's fine. She's good. Yeah. It's producer sister. Mm-hmm. Sorry, you had you did our conversion of it because we're Celsius in Canada. But in Fahrenheit, what are we right now?
Let me bring it back up.
Okay, she's double checking.
In Fahrenheit,
Mhm.
it is 7.
In Fahrenheit, it's 7.
It's minus 14 in Celsius.
Yeah, it's minus 14 in Celsius, but the thing is we have wind chill as well.
Yeah, there's a wind chill.
That's the wind chill?
Mhm.
Okay, it's freezing. It's freezing and I don't like it. Ew, carbonized. Oh my gosh, you're minus 38 Fahrenheit?
Ugh.
How are you alive? No, absolutely not. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think we're all we're feeling it. Yeah. Aries just said, Toronto, it's frozen. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's always for me when I take the kids out to go to when I take my dogs out to go to the bathroom in the morning and they put their paws down and after a couple steps they're like, nope, nope, I don't want to do this. Lacey will literally push her legs out or she'll hold them underneath her like, no, I don't want to do this. So it's always funny. It's
Sam
up.
hasn't left the deck.
Yeah, and producer sister's dog Sammy hasn't left our deck. he's he's not having it.
I'm going on the deck.
He's not having it. So we've got, we tried to make arrangements to find ways so that they can do what they need to do safely and happily, but it's awful. Yep, Michael Nothing. Yep, that's the Toronto area right now. We're freezing. We're freezing. Everyone's cold. Oh, Tammy just said we're minus 30 Fahrenheit in South Dakota. Ugh. That's awful. That's awful. So yes, in that spirit, I'm wearing my yes, I'm cold sweater because yes, I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm cold. We have lots of heaters going. We have lots of fireplaces going. It's not fun. I don't like it. I don't like it.
The house is actually held pretty well.
What? Carbonized? Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? Minus 63? Are you okay? Do we need to come find you?
I don't think the car will start.
Producer sister just said, I don't think the car is going to start. She said Celsius. Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
I'm glad you're good. That is terrifying to me. That is terrifying to me.
Minus 89.
Carbon has just said the coldest it's ever been here is minus 89. Ew. Ew. That's gross. And it was so funny too. The other night I was laughing because I just was on Instagram and I was doom scrolling and there was a reel that came up and it was somebody that just said when you all made fun of me because I bought a $600 coat. And then she walks out and you hear her stepping on the snow and it's crunchy. It's crunchy and it's like, no. No, ew, no. And it's and she's like, I'm not sorry. And I'm like, yep. That's why there's some winter stuff that's, you need it depending on where you live. If it is minus 89 degrees Celsius where you live, I hope you have a good coat.
I hope you can work from home.
Yeah, I hope you can work from home and I hope you have a nice coat. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. Oh gosh, Lulu's mom. I'm afraid to say it's 70 in South Carolina.
No.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm happy for you. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first winter for me that I've really kind of had that thought to myself of I think I may need to go somewhere in the winter. Seriously, I need more sunlight. I'm struggling with that. Oh, it's ugh. We need more sun. Yeah, pretty close to the Canadian Shield. Yep, totally get that. Totally get it. Ugh. Yeah, for the record, Turner, I'm Jelly of Cali in the Carolinas. Yeah, you guys, I'm happy for you both. Happy for you all, but it sucks. Oof. Oh, Deliciously Devious just said, dang, Cali isn't even that warm. Apparently, South Carolina is the place to be right now. That's where we should be. That is where we should be. Lulu's mom, I had to move south. I couldn't do snow anymore. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. It's oddly enough, it's warmer where we live now for the most part than it was where we lived previously. I don't miss it at all. I don't miss it at all.
Definitely not as much snow.
Not as much snow, and I'm very pleased with that. Okay, everybody. I did want to bring up something quickly before we do the what. Because I've seen this making the rounds, and I think it is worth talking about. I want to ask you guys, how many of you have seen the country artist Jelly Roll speaking before Congress? Put a one in the chat if you've seen that. Let me know. I've seen it covered on a few shows, and I think it's important for us to talk about. Basically, artist Jelly Roll, he won Best New Artist at the CMAs recently, and it's been very poetic because I believe he's 39, and he won Best New Artist, and he has been he's had an interesting life. He's had a very interesting life, and I'm sure he has things he regrets. And he spoke before Congress because he wants to be part of the solution, and he's very passionate. I'm trying to find the clip here. Yeah, he's very passionate about what's going on right now in the United States, and I would also say around the world when it comes to, and I'm going to say it, and YouTube Human Reviewer, I think it's important that we talk about this. I don't think this is against your terms and conditions, but I do think it is important that we talk about it, and I hope that we're good for this for further into the stream. He's very passionate about the crisis involving fentanyl. And he gave quite possibly one of the best like testimonies to Congress I've ever seen in my life, and I think it is really special. So if a lot of you haven't seen it, because I'm seeing a lot of you haven't seen it, I think it's worth it. Part of why I love it is that I don't identify as as a member of a specific political party. Neither does he. And this is one of these issues that we should all be concerned about it, and we should all care about it because people matter. And as someone who has struggled with addiction in my past, I've been good for a long time. I've been clean for a long time. But I think that we don't humanize people that struggle with addiction sometimes. It's easy not to think about them, and he really just hits the nail on the head with it, and it's almost like uncomfortable how much he hits this. So I want to share it with you. It's like 6 minutes. And I'm going to put it up.
Start with Mr. DeFore.
Full for you guys. This is as loud as I can make it, and I will pause and give my feedback. Please let me know if it's loud or if it's quiet in the chat. I would really appreciate that.
Welcome for your first committee hearing, I assume.
Forgive me, I'm a little nervous. I'm used to having a rock and roll band behind me when I have a microphone in front of me. During the time that I've been given to share my testimony here, I think it's important to note before I start that in these 5 minutes I'll be speaking that somebody in the United States will die of a drug overdose, and it is almost a 72% chance that during those 5 minutes it will be fentanyl related. Having started that way, Chairman Brown, Ranking Member Scott, and esteemed committee members, thank you for having me. I know this is a bit of a curveball, but I like a little baseball myself. My name is Jason DeFore, but to most I am known as Jelly Roll. It is important to establish earlier that I am a musician and that I have no political alliance. I am neither Democrat nor Republican. In fact, because of my past, my right to vote has been restricted. Thus far, I have never paid attention to a political race in my life. Ironically, I
love the look on these people's faces after he says that. They're just like, oh. Okay. Okay. But I think he's so well spoken. He's very, very respectful, but also real. You know what I mean? Like, where I don't feel like I'm listening to someone who's faking it in any way. It's so genuine.
think that makes me the perfect person to speak about this because fentanyl transcends partisanship and ideology, gentlemen and women. This is a totally different problem. And I was speaking outside to the media, and I gave them a statistic that said 190 people a day overdose and die every single day in the United States of America. That is about a 737 plane. That's what about a 737 aircraft can carry. Could you imagine the national media attention it would get if they were reporting that a plane was crashing every single day and killing 190 people? But because it's 190 drug addicts, we don't feel that way because
The truth of that statement, it is so uncomfortable, but it is 100% true. It is 100 and million% true. And oh,
America has been known to bully and shame drug addicts instead of dealing and trying to understand what the actual root of the problem is with that. But the sad news is that that narrative is changing too, because the statistics say that in all likelihood, almost every person in this room has lost a friend, family member, or colleague to the disease known as addiction.
now with that being said, I did want to just say if you feel so comfortable to do so, and I do not want you to do this if it upsets you in any way. If you have been affected by addiction in your life, whether it's been family member, friend, colleague, or yourself, can you just put like a 1 in the chat right now? Because I think that he's so right. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And we have to stop pretending that it happens to other people because it's happening to everyone. And I do want to give a shout out because part of where I saw this was actually on Friday Night Frenzy on Lawn Lumber, where Rob, Ian Runkle, Runkle the Bailey, and Emily D. Baker, they all watched this together. And they all shared stories as attorneys of what they've seen and the stories that they've seen. And I have not definitely looking at it from their perspective was very emotional for me because I had never thought about it. Like one of the things Ian shared was that he's had situations where his client has passed because of it and how difficult that is. And I think when it comes to this problem in particular, this isn't what people assume it is when we talk about fentanyl. This is totally different than any other, I guess, epidemic, maybe would be the word, or major problem we've had with substances in the past. Fentanyl is a completely different beast.
I've attended more funerals than I care to share with y'all. This committee, I could sit here and cry for days about the caskets I've carried of people I loved dearly, deeply, in my soul, good people, not just drug addicts, uncles, friends, cousins, normal people. Some people that just got in a car wreck and started taking a pain pill to manage
Right
it.
there.
One thing led to the other. And how fast it spirals out of control, I don't think people truly understand. So many people.
And that was a very big conversation as well that they had on Friday Night Frenzy. Part of the issue that you have with these types of medications is that people are prescribed them, they're given too much, they use it for too long, and then they go back to get more, and they're told no. But the problem is at that point, they've already developed the chemical dependency. They're already in it. And if they don't get it there, they're going to get it somewhere else. And then there's this risk that opens up. And I think part of the reason this is such a complicated topic is because the fault, I don't believe, lies with one party. this has to be a conversation within society, that we recognize what this is. Um, sorry, give me 1 second. I just saw a comment in the chat. Okay. I'm just pulling it up. Someone just asked, I believe it was Ray, asked, what is fentanyl? It is an incredibly powerful painkiller. And the amount that it takes to have somebody have too much is very, very low. And what's happening is people are, or some users, okay, here's a picture. Here's a picture. This is probably the best way that I can explain it. I'll have to switch back to the video, but share this tab. There's a visual illustration of how much that middle vial, those little bits of powder, that's enough to take your life. And it gets mixed in with other meds. It also can be used for anesthesia. It has a purpose, but it is so small. It's so exactly, Ray. And that is the problem, is that people get this idea in their head about what it is, and that's not it. That is what can take any one of us out. Just that. And that's why it's so scary. I'm going to try to get some links, and I will add them into the source document at the end of the stream. So if you guys want more information on it, you can see. But this is what is getting mixed into a lot of street drugs right now. So you have people that are getting hooked on prescription medication. They get cut off on the prescription medication irresponsibly. They go to the streets to try to get those meds, and they get it from dealers that are cutting their drugs with fentanyl. And that's it. And that's why we're losing people. So this is what he's talking about.
Equally, I think it's important for me to tell y'all that I'm not here to defend the use of illegal drugs. And I also understand the paradox of my history as a drug dealer standing in front of this committee. But equally, I think that's what makes me perfect to talk about this. I was a part of the problem. I am here now standing as a man that wants to be a part of the solution. I brought my community down. I hurt people. I was the uneducated man in the kitchen playing chemist with drugs I knew absolutely nothing about, just like these drug dealers are doing right now when they're mixing every drug on the market with fentanyl, and they're killing the people we love. I'll be honest with y'all, my desire is to only get older and only do better and be better. I believed when I sold drugs genuinely that selling drugs was a victimless crime. I truly believe that, y'all. My father always told me, what doesn't get you in the wash will get you in the rinse. Now I have a 15-year-old daughter whose mother is a drug addict. Every day I get to look in the eyes of a victim in my household of the effects of drugs, every single day. And every single day I have to wonder, if me and my wife, if today will be the day that I have to tell my daughter that her mother became a part of the national statistic. History repeats itself, gentlemen. Even in the 1990s, crack cocaine had long made its way into my middle lower class neighborhood. And at that moment, even as a teenager, you could have never convinced me in that moment that there would be a far bigger problem on the horizon in the form of a pharmaceutical drug. And then I watched opioids and Oxycontin burst onto the scene. I'm here to tell y'all that fentanyl is going to make the Sackler family look like saints. And I want to let y'all sit with that for a second.
Something I want to just explain too, because I think it's an important thing to talk about. And I saw Cindy D just said, what I don't get is why this is still available. Let's really think about that. Think of that for a minute. The reason it's still available is because fentanyl does have a purpose. It can be used for surgery. It can be used for many different things, but it is to be used under supervision. And that's the same thing with some opioids. There are people that the only way that they can get relief from their pain, very, very serious conditions, is through opioids, but they are done under doctor supervision. And what is happening is that people aren't getting the supervision that they need, or they're getting put on meds that are too strong for what they need. And this stuff is brutal. It's absolutely brutal. And there's a lot of people that think that, I can handle it. It's fine. And it's really, really strong. It's really, really strong, and it can take anybody. Nobody is immune, in my opinion. Katie Arts, yep, my fibro and CRPS, yes, is only managed with Oxy. So it's like there are reasons for these meds, but they're being used for things they should not be being used for, if that makes sense. Shauna, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. That is so kind of you. I so appreciate that. I know I'm probably honestly for this stream too, like the support is so appreciated, because I was kind of on the fence about doing this and talking about this, but I think it's important, but I know that it's likely going to get me hit. So thank you so much for the support that you send as always, and adding Space Angels to this community. It means so much. And Jessica, thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member. It is great to have you join the Space Angels as well. Okay, here we go.
It is time for us to be proactive and not reactive. We were reactive with crack. We were reactive with opioids. And y'all are taking the first step at somebody in Senate finally being proactive. I truly believe in my heart that this bill will stop the supply and can help stop the supply of fentanyl. But in part of being proactive, gentlemen and women and ladies, I have to be frank and tell y'all that if we don't talk to the other side of Capitol Hill and stop the demand, we are going to spin our tires in the mud. Y'all are taking the first step, but I encourage you to take it outside of this room, and you take it to your colleagues and your constituents, and you give them the most that you can. I know I've got a few seconds here, and Senator Brown said I may or may not go over. All I want to say is that I not only encourage y'all to do this, I encourage y'all to take it a step further. At every concert I perform, I witness the heartbreaking impact of fentanyl. I see fans grappling with this tragedy in the form of music that they seek solace in music and hope that their experiences won't befall others. They crave reassurance. These are the people I'm here to speak for, y'all. These people crave reassurance that their elected officials actually care more about human life than they do about ideology and partisanship. I stand here as a regular member of society. I am a stupid songwriter, y'all, but I have firsthand witnessed this in a way most people have not. I encourage y'all to not only pass this bill, but I encourage you to bring it up where it matters, at the kitchen table. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. D. Ford.
Yep. So, first of all, I think he did an incredible job speaking. Yeah, and he's far from stupid. I agree, Lisa Boo. I agree. I think right now, I don't like to really talk about politics that much. And I don't for the specific purpose that I believe right now we are more divided politically, really, than we ever have been as a society. And I am someone that does believe that I think some of that division, we have to think about who that benefits. Because the job of the government is to represent the people and to act in the best needs of the people. We shouldn't fear our governments. Our governments should fear their people. And I think there are some topics that people are never going to see eye to eye on. And there needs to be a level of live and let live. But there are some things that I think we should be able to agree on, and I think this is one of them. Because it doesn't care. Addiction doesn't care who you are, what you have, what you don't have, what you've been through or not. And people are terrified to talk about it sometimes because of the stigma that comes with it. Without fail, I will tell you guys this. So I had my struggle. I've been clean for, 15 years now. And I've had multiple things through my life in that time frame where when it has been disclosed, I have been judged. I actually had a doctor refuse to take me on in their practice. Found out later it actually wasn't the doctor. It was a staff member that saw my application. And they accepted everyone else in my family, but they would not take me. And at that point, I was like almost a decade, if not a decade. And that's part of the problem too, is that if people come forward and they talk about things and they are honest about it and open about it, even when they do the right things, there's still judgment. Even when you do all the things that you should do, there's still judgment. And sorry, Aries just said, honestly, you look like 12 to me. No insult. No, I'm in my 30s. I'm in my 30s. We have to break this stigma. We do. We have to break it. Because every day that it continues, that people don't talk about this, that people are scared, like I have been, to put this video up to share what Jelly Roll said, because he did. No lies were told. No lies were told. He was respectful. He was appropriate. Yet I'm still nervous about censorship. I know someone is going to make a comment on this video about me and what I have disclosed. It happens every time. Every time. It's just awful. It's awful, and we need to look more at recovery for people. We need to help people with their pain, and we have to take control of this situation. And it's only going to happen when people start talking, when people really start to get an idea of how this happens, why it happens, and what these meds are. The fact that, and I'm just going to put this out here, and I in no way mean this in a negative light, and I hope you guys understand what I mean by this. The fact that when I showed you guys, where let me get this back up. When I showed you guys that image, how many of you were shocked to know that that little amount could do that kind of damage? He said it himself. Like, a plane of people every day we're losing in the United States because of that. And we don't even know how much it is, like how much is needed, let alone the rest of the world. How is this not common knowledge? How are we not talking about this? How are we not sitting down with our kids and explaining this to them? How are we not explaining this to our loved ones that are going through therapy or things like that where they need opiates? How is this not a bigger conversation? Because this should be, as he said, at your kitchen table. This should be discussed everywhere. And I don't care if you're right, left, black, white, blue, purple, whatever, like sparkly unicorn. I don't care. I don't care. If you're struggling, please get help. It is worth it. It is worth it, and you can do it. And if you know somebody, try to be compassionate. Try to understand. It doesn't mean you condone it. It doesn't mean you support it or you enable it. You know? But if people felt that they were seen and understood, I think this would be a lot easier to deal with. That's just my opinion. So, I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope that that's all right. And I'm sorry to I'm sure I didn't see all the comments, but I know that there were a good amount of people here that were sharing stories about people they've lost or people they know who have lost someone and how painful that is. And I'm so sorry for all of your losses. And I think the best thing we can do when it comes to that is just try to be more open about it so that it doesn't keep happening. And also, when we see people do good things in the media, I think we should talk about that too. It makes me sad, honestly, as a YouTuber, that I know that Jessica Biel being upset about Britney Spears is going to get more clicks than what I just showed you. But that's the way that it is, you know? So yeah, that's a serious bit. That's a serious bit. And now I have to go into funny things. The tone changes, everyone. It's always about the tone changes. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for your reception to that and your love in the chat. By some miracle, we are still monetized. I don't understand this. I never understand it.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts, right? Yeah. Carbonite Stardust just said, Kim, the more and more people talk about it, like you just did, the more others will feel brave enough to do the same. And that's the thing. Like, we've got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Yeah. Lulu's mom, our community is vast and experienced, and I think we've handled a lot ourselves. So we get it. 100%. Yeah. Oh, it's just so. I'm scrolling through and I'm seeing some of your comments about the people that you've lost, and it's just terrible. Thank you, General Scott, for the super sticker. I can't see which one it is right. Sorry?
1 up.
1 up. Thank you. Thank you, General Scott. Thank you for the 1 up. I so appreciate that. Oh. All right. Well, you guys, we do have a what the what. We have a bit of a tone change. We're going to go into something a bit more light for fun, if that's okay with you guys, if we're ready for that. Producer sister had an idea, and we're gonna try this out. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try it.
It may be good. It may bomb.
It may be good. It may bomb, as she put it. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see, and I think it's gonna be fun. Sorry, I'm trying to get the right layout here. There we go, because I want you guys to be able to see it all. Okay. So we're calling this "Please May I Have a Crumb of Context," and the idea is that these are images that people look at and kind of go, how did we get here? It's like that kind of that meme of like Paul Rudd, I think it is, an Ant-Man being like, what happened here? Like that thing, like that is the energy. And she was laughing her head off at these and really, really wanted to share that. Yes, carbonized, a crumb of garlic bread context, exactly. And thank you so much, Jackie Swan, for the 5 gifted memberships. That's very kind of you. I very much appreciate that. And welcome to the new Space Angels. Thank you, Jackie. So what we thought about would be that we want you guys to be involved, because we're all going to look at it and go, what happened here? Like, what happened? But we thought it would be fun to do it like, caption this.
What do you think happened?
What do you think happened?
How did we get here?
How did we get here? How did this happen? I would love to hear your thoughts. I know some of them may be in Jacksonville. We're going to have fun with that. For those of you that don't know, because I have a feeling this is going to come up a bit. We had a joke a number of streams ago.
Months ago.
Yeah, months ago, where we joked that I joked about Jacksonville and their city planning being a mess.
You
Be-
need to read Jackie's comment.
oh, sorry. Okay, I've just been informed. Sorry, quickly. Oh, Jackie, thank you. Jackie, I assume with the memberships in memory of my friend, so something good can be attached to his memory. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Jackie. I'm so sorry. It's okay. 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 You have to focus on the funnies. um, so in this joke with Jacksonville, I talked about how my family used to drive down to Florida at least once a year for like over 20 years. And every time we went through Jacksonville, it was a disaster. And it just got like to a running gag of being like, all right, nothing nothing gets done here. Everything's a mess. Everything's a disaster. So I was joking that, it's Jacksonville. So basically anything that was a disaster has now taken on a life of its own of being in Jacksonville. It's no hate to anybody that actually lives in Jacksonville. I'm sure there are some very nice people that live in Jacksonville, but it's a mess. Okay. So, sorry, Jackie. Thanks, guys. Now let's talk about Jacksonville.
Tone shift.
Tone shift. Yeah, Lulu's mom. Jacksonville is currently permanently under construction. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, here we go. Due to the incident on November 14th, Cheez-Its are no longer allowed in the cafeteria. Thank you for your cooperation.
What happened November?
What happened with the Cheez-Its? What happened? That's so specific.
Yes.
That's so specific. Like, did like the orangey bits, like did it stain? Like what happened? Carbonized startup. Cheez-Its war happened. 100%. Emily, senior prank of some sort. Text mom, food fight. Yeah. Carbonized. They threw them like throwing stars. And it's so like, it feels almost corporate. Like, I get the vibe. Like, I don't feel like if it was in a high school that you would write, like, thank you for your cooperation. You know what I mean? I just love how it's referred to as the incident. The incident. Colin, I have a theory, but it's not safe for you too. Oh, gosh. Oh, Merle, Cheez-Its shooting out of a Nerf gun?
Yes.
Can you do that?
You could definitely do marshmallows.
Has anyone ever done that? Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. My fella better not be watching this stream. It's going to be bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. Average Supreme because we're a Cheeto school. That's why. Pew, 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 pew. I tickle. Okay. This one. How fast was this duck going? I mean, the tire track stops very abruptly. That is strange.
What was he running from?
What was he running from? That's so silly. So silly. It's a. Sorry? What? Oh, the flock and the furious. Yes. Okay, that's that. I think that's gonna be my favorite caption on that one. Any other captions to do this? I like the flock and the furious. That's amazing. That is amazing. Oh my gosh, Lisa Boo. The little cheese fish work good out of a Nerf gun. I cannot. DVD feathered speed bump. Stop. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I would say, was it a motorcycle? I think it very well could have been. It could have been. It's just funny. Average Supreme, not even gonna try. Emily got it. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, not the feathered speed bumps. Okay. Okay, Facebook comment, it looks like. Why should we care? I hope your wife gives birth to a centipede and you have to spend the rest of your days slaving away to buy shoes for it. What is... That's like a whole nother level of being like, I hope you step on a Lego. What does that even mean? Oh, I want to know. I want to know. It's so specific. It's so specific, Emily. Oh my gosh. Oh. I will say too, that is one thing that I love. I love random weird insults that like you don't see coming at all that are just absolutely insane. They're so funny to me. Oh, that is amazing. I hope your wife gives birth to a centipede and you have to spend the rest of your days slaving away to buy shoes for it. And I love the reactions. Like you have some people that are in shock, you're laughing, they like it. Like, do these 16 people also hope that your wife gives birth to a centipede? I have questions. I have questions. I have many questions. Okay. That fish is jumping in. Or did he jump out? Was he like trying to show like it's this big? And the fish went yeet. I love a dog too. Yeah, I think the fish yeeted itself. I think the fish went, nope. Yep, freedom fish. Bye. Bye everyone. I'm out. I love how he's like looking at the camera too. Bye. Oh my gosh. The dog is just like, what's happening? Yeah, freedom! The dog's face, though. The dog's face is great. I love the dog's face. Oh, Emily, yeah, I like how he's photobombing and looking at the camera. Record scratch. It was at this point he knew he effed up. Yep. Photobomb by fish. Yep. Yep. Fish was like, yeet. Yeet. Skirt. 100%. 100%. Cure anxiety with the pretzels. The answer was pretzels all along. Thanks, Pretzel Witch. I'm assuming this is like a Halloween edition of a magazine or something. I don't know. I mean,
How do pretzels cure your anxiety?
How do pretzels cure anxiety? Because that's a good. I have questions. I have questions for that. But separate from that, I actually can't tell you whether or not they do or not because I hate pretzels. So I can't. I mean, pretzels have definitely not cured my anxiety. Does anybody have anxiety for pretzels? Like have pretzels for anxiety? Is that a thing? Has anyone ever heard of that? Okay. Cute anxiety, visit a witch. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Cure anxiety, curse someone else. I like that. That's good. Yeah. Lulu's mom, had I only known pretzels, what do I do with them? This is... Oh, Randall. Okay, so can confirm they do not help with my anxiety. I eat lots of pretzels. Well, there you go. There you go. Now we know. Now we know. The Mandalorian, yeah, they do not help at all. I love pretzels. Yay! We're all just anxious together. And pretzels will never help us. We're never gonna be free of that. Not with the pretzels. Yeah, Colin, if that was the case, we'd be throwing pretzels down all day. Yep. Do we unbraid them? Lulu's mom. Oh, carbonized stardust. I think salt is supposed to be a shocking flavor that can yank you out of anxiety, Kim. Are you all having really exciting pretzels? Because part of why I don't like pretzels is because I feel like they're just salty and boring. For my taste buds, at least. But I know my taste buds are weird, so. Yeah. Yeah. Cheryl C., don't do whatever the seniors did with the Cheez-Its. Are they seniors? Are we thinking now that it was like a seniors, like, oh my gosh, was it like a retired living facility cafeteria? Okay, now I'm writing this whole fan fiction in my brain that all the senior citizens all came in with Nerf guns and Cheez-Its, and they all had a war in the cafeteria. They snuck them in, like in bags. Maybe they had like a backpack on the back of a wheelchair. Oh, be beautiful. Beautiful. Oh. Da, da, da. If pretzels can cure anxiety, imagine what Cheez-Its can do. Oh my gosh.
Apparently, they're
Sorry, producer sisters, what is it?
King Bob sent me an article that pretzels can help relieve stress.
Okay, can you email this to me? What? What? Okay. So King Bob sent over an article that apparently this is like a thing. This is a thing. I've heard of some weird things to treat anxiety in my life. Like I really have. I've heard of some weird stuff. That. Oh my gosh.
Kim, this is you. You need to have pretzels on a plane.
Oh my gosh. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Present. Share screen. Share screen. Share. Okay. Can pretzels relieve stress? When you fly these days, the airplanes ply you with salty snacks, pretzels, munchie mix, and peanuts and chips. For nervous flyers, these salty snacks may just be what you need to feel less anxious and a little more relaxed. No, what I need when I am on a plane to feel more relaxed is vodka or whiskey, some Gravol. Oh my gosh. A new study reported in 2011 found that, at least in rats, a temporary rise in sodium levels can directly reduce stress. That is insane. That is actually insane. No. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't. Oh gosh, carbonize. I need a shirtless Henry Cavill in a private cabin stat. I mean, that would be distracting, I think, at least. Keep your mind off of the flight. Oh, that is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not a good flyer. I'm not. If I get on a plane to come and see you, I love you. Like, I really love you. You should know that. I love you. Oh my goodness. Yeah. How did they know? Emily just said, how did they tell that the rats weren't stressed? Yeah, how did they know? How did they know? How did they know? Oh my gosh. Okay, back. We gotta go back here. No, that's not the right one. No. Here. Okay. That's better. Are we doing okay so far, guys? Thumbs up in the chat for me if we're doing okay, or a oneth or something. Just let me know. Sorry, of course I love you. It's just planes scare the heck out of me. I hate planes. I hate planes. Like when we went to Vegas, I don't think I had been on a plane for like over 10 years at that point. I just avoided it like the plague. We drive. Ugh. Oh, Carrie, thank you very much. My mom got them for me. I appreciate that. I will let her know that you like them. All right. We got ducks in the back of a police car.
What did they do?
What did the ducks do? I actually kind of want to bet that he just opened up the door and the ducks jumped in. Maybe there were pretzels and they were stressed. I don't know. Don't feed ducks pretzels. I don't know if that's good for them or not, but don't do that. Why are they? I love how chill too that the cop is up front. Like, oh gosh, selling the cop insurance. Lulu's mom, I can't. Cheryl. Marketing doesn't work on us at all. Ray, their names are Bonnie and Clyde. Yes. Yes, I love that. I love that. Diva D, I cannot. Are you serious? I can't. I can't. Oh, they goosed someone. Oh. Oh, Tinkle. Of course your cats are named Bonnie and Clyde. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Oh gosh. That's funny. That's really funny. They look kind of proud of themselves too, in all honesty. It's kind of cute. Customer notice. Okay, this is North Wales. North Wales. So I'm assuming this is Britain. Please be prepared to show proof of age. We do not sell eggs or flour to anyone who is under the age of 18. Cracking down on antisocial behavior. Have they been having vandalism? I have to say, number of years ago, like over a decade ago, I was in Florida on vacation. I came down with a horrible cold. It was awful. And I went to CVS and I grabbed, I like NyQuil and DayQuil. Those are my favorite things to have when I have a cold. So I grabbed the severe version of both and I got carded. And they like took down my information and I'm like, is it really that out of control here? That like that's what they're having to do now with cold medicine? I bought 2 bottles, one for nighttime, one for daytime. What is going on? And like that surprised me. That really surprised me. This is bizarre to me. Like you, not only that, but you honestly think that anybody under the age of 18 is not capable of finding eggs and flour? They're going to go to their fridge. Their mom's just going to buy it and bring it home. This makes no sense. None at all. But yes, carbonized. Do not let them eat cake. No cake for you. Yeah, like Colin, yeah, Steph's going to have to show ID next time she goes grocery shopping. For eggs? Oh my gosh. Colin, can you blame them? Eggs are expensive right now. They are expensive right now. And I will say too, with some of the health stuff going on in my household right now, everybody is trying to eat as organic as possible based on doctor's orders. Oh my gosh. It's too expensive. It's too expensive. Yeah. Emily, jokes on them. I have no money. Emily, do you want me to play it? Do you want me to play the insufficient funds? Because I don't want to make you feel like I'm teasing you. But it's so perfect. It's so perfect. Shall we sing, choir? Shall we sing? We shall sing. We shall sing.
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Woo.
Oh, that's the way it be sometimes. That's the way it be sometimes. Oh, yes! It's so iconic. It's Bible. Stop. I haven't heard that in so long. Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh. Wales. England's Jacksonville. I'm part Welsh.
Be careful.
I don't disagree. Oh my goodness.
We are Welsh.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's keep going. All visitors from New Jersey must explain why. Limited exception. What? What happened?
What did Jersey do?
What did Jersey do? I know Jersey has a lot of stereotypes, but like, what? I can't. I feel like some of these I've been like, I can see it sort of, like it's bizarre, but I can kind of get it. This I don't. How can you be like an entire state of people? Colin, I've seen Jersey Shore, but like they have kids now, right? Like they're fine. And even at that, like the worst thing they were gym tanning laundry, okay? Like it was fine. They were partying, it was fine. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Lulu's mom from New Jersey going to where? I'm from New Jersey. I want to know. We need to find out for Lulu's mom. What if she wants to go there? I don't know if you really want to go there. I don't think I want to go there. I honestly think if I saw that, I probably would have turned around and walked out. Like, even as a Canadian, I would have been like, no, I'm not from Jersey at all. I think I've been to Jersey once.
We have been to Jersey.
I've been there once. I think.
We stayed there.
I stayed in a hotel one night, mid road trip. I could not. Oh my gosh. So Merle just said, found this. The upper market's ban on under 18s buying eggs or flour came after a police request. Police say the supermarket's decision not to sell eggs or flour to under 18 ahead of Halloween and probably bonfire season, I would assume. Okay. So it's basically the same as like when you go into a store and they're like, leave your backpack at the door type thing.
They were probably
having some kids issues. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But still, I mean, if you honestly don't think that teenagers can figure out how to get eggs and flour, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. We'll just go to a different grocery store. They'll do like an Instacart or something and get it shipped to their house. Calm down. Okay. Unpopular argument. No matter how bad your day is, you've never woken up at 1:34 a.m. from hearing the soft but distinct, vaguely mushy, faintly crunchy sound of somebody sitting under your bed trying to quietly peel an egg. What? I mean, I don't think what is with eggs in this thing, but like I don't think that that's ever happened to me. So like a hard-boiled egg.
Yes.
What? Same, Emily, same. I got nothing. I got nothing. Oh gosh, Carbonized just said no, but a cat had her babies under my bed when I was 5 and woke me up. Let's discuss what's worse. I would imagine that your situation would have been a bit louder. Would have been louder.
It involves more food.
Diva D, college roommate. Yeah, I could see that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, eggs are getting a bad rep today, Cheryl. It sucks. Big reputation. Oh. This is insane. Yeah. Right, this person has been through some serious ish. The things we've seen. Oh. Insane. General Scott, I can't. The thing they aren't telling you is they don't have bunk beds. You win. I can't. Okay. Bathrooms are permanently closed. No bathrooms. After last night, we will no longer have bathrooms. What I'm gathering from this sign is that bathrooms are not available. Bathrooms are not a thing. Something happened last night in the bathroom. I'm scared. Especially like, okay, here's the thing. Like in this shot, what I'm seeing a little bit of a carpeted area and then some groceries and some clothing. I'm going to go with this is like a department store of some kind. Just also like the roof, like how big it is. Like this looks like Walmart energy. What happened in the Walmart bathroom? I honestly don't want to know. I don't want to know what happened in the Walmart bathroom because the things that I know happen in bathrooms are bad enough. But I've never seen that. I've never seen it like, no, never again. It's over. Oh my gosh. No bathroom for you. Or you. Or you. Get out. Oh my gosh. Oh, Carbonate Stardust, as a former janitor, someone put poop everywhere. Oh. Why do people do that? It's just clean up after yourself. It's not that hard. It's not. It's not that hard. Oh my gosh. I can't. Like I guess I how do I word this? I know sometimes you go into a bathroom because you're not feeling well. And I'm thinking more like if you're throwing up, right? Like things can happen.
Yes.
And you don't always have control about where those things end up. But I get the feeling that's not what we're talking about here. I don't. Yeah. Oh, Rando is that I had to drag a group of drugs to clean up their yeah, disaster. They tried to leave or I would call the cops. 100%. Yeah. Clean up after yourself. Oh my gosh. Oh. I swear some people, some adults are still little children running around. They're 5 years old. It's terrifying. And that's actually kind of an insult to some 5-year-olds that are more responsible. Cheez-Its, ducks, underage eggs. This stream has everything. Thank you, General Scott. Oh, gosh. Okay. No baguettes are left in this vehicle overnight. I'm guessing that's because of theft. I'm guessing. It's like when like on the doors of like certain establishments, they're like, our till never has more than like $100 in the till. So we're not worth breaking into. So it's like the trucks being like, yo, we have no bread here. Move along. I'm guessing. I don't know.
How many people break into vehicles over bread?
Yeah, how many people don't break into trucks like that though? Is that like a whole thing?
It can be, but not for bread.
Yeah. It's that's interesting. That's interesting to me. I don't know. Oh gosh. I think Patch Christ said I grew up in Pennsylvania where we have a ridiculous amount of Walmarts. There are a lot of Walmarts in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You never want to go into a Walmart bathroom ever. Yeah. Yep. We must protect our bread. No bread. But is it garlic bread, Katie? I don't know. Do baguettes have garlic on them? I love how we're all just asking these questions now.
It got so bad that I had to print this and put it on the side.
Yeah, like it's how many times did this happen that people took the baguettes? Carter says, hey, bread is very serious to the French. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I assume bakeries do have to deal with some form of theft. It would suck. But yeah, do we have to be 18 plus to buy bread now, Colin? I don't know. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, people breaking into bread trucks in the Great Depression was a real thing. Pesh Christ. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. But it's so specific that it's just the baguettes. There might be cupcakes in there. There might be sliced bread. There might be some pumpernickel. French bread. But baguette? No. Nope. That's insane. Okay. Please don't feed the seagulls, or they will SOY. What does that mean?
Ish on you.
Oh, poop on you.
Mm-hmm.
But not poop. Okay, so don't feed the seagulls, or they will poop on you. Okay. Something happened here.
And they're vindictive.
I mean, it sounds like these seagulls are vindictive. You would think that they wouldn't, though. Like, if they were being fed by you, they wouldn't poop on you.
Thankful.
They'd be happy for food. This is confusing. I'm concerned about these seagulls. What has happened? What has happened? Oh gosh. Oh, just because they swarm over you. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Yes, Rando, seagulls can be vicious. They can
Yes,
be.
they can.
They can be. It's always the thing for me. People think that seagulls are friendlier than they are, and they're not. And also, Canada geese just don't.
Oh my gosh.
Just don't.
They're coming for you.
They're coming for you. They're coming for blood. They're done. They are done with you. Your existence, everything. Just double checking here. Okay. Okay. Next one. Rate my setup. Ignore my cat.
That's not a cat.
That's a turkey. Also, what is the setup? I mean, admittedly, mine doesn't look that great right now. I have some, papers I need to take care of and a bit of mess and some dust in here from construction, but at least I don't have a turkey. At least I don't have a turkey. Also, like, setup of what, bro? I don't even see, like, if there's a keyboard. I'm assuming this is PC gaming. What am I even looking at?
Oh, mess.
Oh my gosh.
How did the turkey get?
The turkey is killing me. I don't. And the thing is, too, like, you could have cropped that so easily and not had the turkey in it. But you left it in. This is the biggest troll I've ever seen. This A+ trolling. A+ trolling. Oh my gosh. Carbonized, I can't. I bet the setup makes nerds want to gobble it up. That's good. That's good. That's good. This is messed up though. That's a not rate your setup. What's the meme of it's like if I could I would give you a 0 but I can't so I will give you a 1. Yeah, that's where we're at for me. The turkey just wants to play Call of Duty. That's all it wants to do. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sometimes we all just need to unwind. Sometimes we all just need to, we gotta play some video games, and that's fine. That's fine. It's part of how I chill out, to be honest. So I cannot. Okay. Dot to dot. Join the dots from 1 to 54 to reveal the hidden picture.
What is the picture?
What is that? What is that? What is that? Okay, hang on. This is the I have one thing playing through my head right now. And very simply, I've debated on adding this as a meme just to have on standby because it's fantastic. It might be a little bit loud.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
What is that?
Today.
What is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. What is that? Oh gosh. I have to say, I don't agree with everything Cardi B's ever done. I'm not a super big fan of her music by any means, but she gives the best memes ever. Ever. It's ridiculous. Okay, does anyone have any guesses on what it is? It's like
It's a giant bird.
Ray just said it's a living tree, like from Lord of the Rings. I feel like that's kind of an insult to the trees in a weird way.
Don't piss off the tree.
Oh, and we had another one, evil trees that walk, like from Wizard of Oz and Harry Potter. I don't know how long it's going to take for people watching fantasy, like films or whatever, to understand. Stop pissing off the trees. It didn't go well in the Wizard of Oz. It didn't go well in Harry Potter. It didn't go well in Lord of the Rings. Just stop. Just stop and leave the trees alone. Watch Fern Gully and leave the trees alone. Oh my gosh. Right? I apologize to all the walking trees from Lord of the Rings. No, I'm just saying that, like, I feel like they were designed very well, and like this is just a disaster. I don't even know what this is. I can't. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is an egg. Oh gosh, it's like your brain on drugs. This is an egg. This is a frying pan. This is an egg on a frying pan. Don't vape indoors. Stop. Okay, I get that. I get that 100%. 100%. For those of you that don't know, if you missed this for whatever reason, there was a PSA that actress Rachel Leigh Cook did a long time ago, where she took an egg and she's like, "This is your brain," and then she had like a frying pan, I think it was like, "And this is drugs, and this is your brain on drugs," and then she smashed the egg into the pan and was like, "Any questions?" Like, and it was just supposed to be like an illustration that it like wrecks you. So they're translating that into vaping. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Don't vape indoors. Oh my gosh. I think, am I remembering that correctly, guys? That's what the dare thing was? Yeah, Tingle. Yeah, the old dare. Oh, was it for E? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, I didn't realize it was for E. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay. Lift bar to create a mass extinction. I'm guessing this is at a museum of some kind with a dinosaur display?
I hope.
I hope, because if it's something different. Anybody else have any ideas? Because that's the only one I got. Katie! Is this Oppenheimer? Oh my gosh, no! Oh. Yeah, hey, the stuff on the painting shifts and ruins the world on there. It looks like a map. And that's the thing. I think it is a display for a museum. I think that's probably what it is, but phrasing could have been better. We could have handled the situation better. Let's be real.
Why? Just why?
Why? They took a fridge door and used it for a stall, but why would you put the food like that's not, I would assume it's fake food. Like what is this purpose? What does it mean? This is a little bit. General Scott, I'm feeling that is unsanitary. Yeah, KDR 74, multitasking. This is ridiculous.
It looks questionable to me.
I get hungry sometimes, Emily. Carbonized, I can't. For when you wish to poop where you eat. This is, you got, guys. This is. I'm sorry. Okay, no, but the thing is, you guys are like, but when you're peckish and you want to eat, it looks like there's like peppers up here.
eggs.
raw eggs. What are you gonna do? Eat a raw egg? What is with eggs in this list? Leave the eggs alone. What do they do? Oh my gosh. Guys, Shauna, sometimes TikTok reels can go long. Stop. Oh my gosh. Like, I I can't. I can't. I got nothing. This is insane. This is actually insane. I want to know. I want to know the story behind this. Is there any way to find out context about these things at all?
Not in what I was reading.
Bathroom stall with refrigerator door. I cannot be the only I am the first person who has Googled this. Oh, okay. There's a whole Reddit thread about it. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing an explanation. Everybody's just, this is a thing that exists. This is a thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to do an investigation here because it looks like it might actually be at a restaurant in China.
Ew.
So I'm gonna have to dig. But I cannot. Colin, oh my gosh.
One-stop shop.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I can't argue with that though, because I always say when anybody goes to Taco Bell, I'm like, oh, I didn't know you were into renting food. Good for you. Oh my gosh, General Scott, I can't put that up on the screen, but oh my gosh. I don't know if I can put the C word up on screen without getting hit. Oh my gosh. It's why we call it other things. I'm screaming. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, this is why we don't eat at people's houses. We just don't. No. Nope. Okay, I gotta keep going. Is that a bird
Yes.
in the apples
Yes.
living his best life?
He's chilling.
My fella shows me every night videos of birds. He wants a raven. He literally said last night, he's asking me last night, he's like, can we get a raven? He's like, I would only want to rescue one though. Like, it would have to be like it was in a situation that like it can't be released, but I want a raven. And I'm like, how long do ravens live? And he's like, 25 years. And it's basically like you have a toddler, like you have a 5-year-old that's mischievous and will get into trouble. I'm like, I'm not committing 25 years of having a 5-year-old. No. And he does. He shows me all these little birds, and they all have so much character and like they have such unique personalities, and they are silly. They were so silly. They're so funny. Oh my gosh. It's so cute though. He's loving it. Best life. That's amazing.
Day 23.
Oh.
No one suspects.
Average, that's good. Day 23. No one suspects a thing. Oh. No. Oh my gosh. Emily just said my fella brought up the Roman Empire again the other night after I mentioned your channel. It's a thing. It's a thing. Oh. Rando, yeah, I think I actually have seen Loki the Raven. They are incredible. They're incredible animals. I have 2 dogs. I'm busy. I'm busy.
Perpetual toddler.
What? Colin just said that's not too crazy. I saw yesterday where an owl was living with the family Christmas tree. I love owls. I would have an owl if I could properly care for it and it was a situation in which it could not be released. Asterisk. Oh my goodness. Okay. What am I looking at? I need to look closer, but I don't want to. Why are they all, they look like they're in yoga class? What is happening? Is this like couples yoga? What is happening? What is this? What is this? This is disturbing. And I can't help but be like, there's a part of me that when I see it is okay, I'm looking at the one specifically on like the left-hand side. The collar around the neck. Oh gosh, this is so weird to describe. It kind of looks blue to me, maybe with some stars, and then there's like the red and white stripes.
Mhm.
Is this like a patriotic face sock?
I don't know. The ones in the back don't look like they're the same colors.
Jacksonville yoga. 100%. That's what this is. I got nothing. Oh gosh. Yeah, literally. Shauna, do you think bad breath travels through these tube socks? And then also Rando saying, I hope they brush their teeth that morning. This is so uncomfortable, but I like Jacksonville yoga. That's what this is.
I like carbonized.
I'm trying to find it. It's you guys are coming in pretty quick. Namaste over there. With the pray pose too. Like I can't. Oh my gosh. I can't. I can't. Yeah, you can't do that during the pandemic, Katie. No, you can't. This is terrifying. Okay, I think the next one is the last one. Okay. That yeah, Jacksonville's version of the Twilight Zone, Cheryl. This is it's too much. This is too much. Would have taken so much work to install. Like, how do you? I'm done, y'all. I'm done. I'm done. That is the encapsulation of stupid if I've ever seen it. Yeah, how to knock yourself out in 2 seconds, 100% Rando. Like, what is happening?
I like one way to remodel the ceiling.
Okay, yeah, one way to remodel the ceiling. But I mean, maybe it's for doggos, but still, like,
Sammy couldn't on that.
I think a lot of dogs, they'd be too big for this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's not even high enough for dogs. Like, what? It's a hamster play area. Anyone for a game of whack-a-mole? I can't. That man has a grudge against little people. Like, guys, I have nothing. This is Jacksonville. This is yep, Jacksonville again. You're right, King Bob and Shauna. Yes, Jacksonville Trampoline Park. That's what it is. Rando, hey, maybe that guy's just really, really tall. I don't think he's that tall. Oh gosh, yeah. Lulu just said, let's not ignore the 3-foot gap in the springs to the pit to hell. Yeah. Trampolines scare me. Like, I know they're fun, but like every time I look at them, I just remember how clumsy I am, and I'm like, this is probably not a good idea. For the record, we need to build this down in the sand. Only if you have the crying clown picture in every room. Oh my gosh. That is insane. That is literally insane. This is awesome. I love this. I still want to know what happened with New Jersey. I want to know what happened with New Jersey. Oh my gosh, you guys. So what do you think, guys? Did you like that? Was that a good pick from producer sister? Are we good with that kind of content? Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yeah, Lulu's mom. I'm reading the comments of people. We are funny. You guys are. You're hilarious. And that's the thing. Like, you guys make me laugh. Like, I feel so much better right now than I did when I started the stream. And like, I know I'm tired and I need to stop, but like, oh, you guys lift me up. You do every day. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was amazing. Thank you so much, producer sister. That was awesome. Can I get some love in the chat for producer sister for doing that for us? I did want to let you guys know, producer sister and I did have a little chat about what this morning. she has been looking for a new saga for us, but hasn't had a huge amount of success. And part of the thing with that we have to remember is that like she doesn't write these, right? Like they have to happen. They have to happen and then someone has to share them and then she has to find them. And sometimes that means we're not going to have like super long sagas for a while because we're not going to read one that's just like, like what's the point of that? You know what I mean? So she's found a few that are shorter. We may try that, but we also like we're interested like are you guys you're good with this type of content? Well, we want to have fun, right? But we don't want to like typecast it as well and we don't want it to get stale and boring. And I also will say that as much as I love the long sagas, there's always the issue that sometimes people will miss a stream or they're coming in for the first time and they don't know the details. So if you guys are good with this type of thing, yeah, then I appreciate that feedback just to know one way or the other. Yeah. So Carbonize just said, love it. Makes my day. Aw. And ran over my, I love all of it. Okay. That's good for me. That's good for me. If you guys are happy with it, then I'm down. I'm down. Okay. So now we're in the wind down because I am exhausted. Oh my goodness. Sometimes it just do be like that, you guys. It just do be like that. So, I am going to wind down the stream. Oh, sorry. Carbonize just said I had to send the first Joe stream to a friend who was in a bad mood. Directed rage. Let's hate Joe. Joe broke me. Joe broke me. I've never gotten that angry. Like, I don't think I really have ever gotten that angry on stream. It was awful. It was awful. He was awful. Like, the story was great. I'm super happy for her. She's living her best life. And it was funny. I don't know if you guys have seen that clip. I think it was from like one of these like Love Island type shows where there's someone who like the girl is waiting and her boyfriend comes out and then her boyfriend comes out with another woman and it basically insinuates that he has left her and gone for this person. And she said something to the effect of like, oh, that, she didn't take away my man. She took away my problem. Something to that effect. And I'm like, yeah. I think OP in the Joe saga, she lost her problem because that was not going to get any better. That was not going to get any better. Oh, alrighty. So last few minutes, if anybody has anything else they want to send in, anything else they want to say, what are we up to for memberships today? If you don't mind me asking. Okay. 22. That's awesome. Welcome to the 22 new Space Angels. I'm so happy that you are here. Welcome to the community. I'm going to try to be more consistent moving forward. We're going to do our best. I'm so sorry that I was off, but sometimes life be like that and things suck. So we're just going to keep doing the best that we can. Oh my gosh, Shauna. Thank you, Shauna. That's incredibly kind of you. I can't see which sticker it is at this moment.
It's a hippo coming out of the chest.
Oh, it's the hippo coming out of the chest? Oh, thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Shauna. It's very kind of you. I very much appreciate that. You guys are incredible. I love you all so much. I will hopefully see you guys on Wednesday. I'm going to do my best. And I hope you guys have a 23. Oh, gosh. You have to keep it an odd number, don't you, King Bob? Always. Always. It's like a compulsion. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. So as always, what I try to do, if you follow my streams and you're wondering if it's my time and I'm not on, I usually will put a community post or I will put something on Instagram so you guys are aware. And we'll go from there. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to roll the outro. If you guys would not mind sticking around and leaving a comment at the end of the stream, I would very much appreciate that. It really signals to YouTube that there's a lot of activity with it, not only as a live stream, but also as a standalone video. And I would very much appreciate that. So it's just when it ends, reload, comment, and that would be amazing. Thank you guys all so much for being here today. Much love to all of you. See you soon.